this is the second time we are participating at the Hampton Games. But from a historic perspective, this would be our 10th overseas trip that the athletes are participating in. There are different reasons why we take the athletes to participate overseas, so that they could get proper exposure and start developing them for when they have to make national representation. It is only when they are out of their comfort zone you could truly test or see them and notice what you're trying to develop in them if it has already taken roots. And I must say, on this trip we had at least 50% of the athletes were participating overseas for their very first time. We had a contingent of 20 athletes ranging from age 9 to 25. So we had them participating in the under 11, under 13, under 15, under 17, under 20, and men open. We were, as from a coaching perspective, we were very pleased with what we saw from the athletes. And from the perspective of the discipline that they had to maintain. Most of them finished in the top 5 in their heats. Some of them won their heats. Some of them placed second or third. Overall, we were satisfied with the performances that we saw on the track. They were running time finals, so they had to come out with their A game if they wanted to be on the medal podium.
Rockets! 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 Avalanche! Avalanche! Rockets!
Well, this is the second time that we're going to the Hampton Games, and I would say that it was a very successful trip. The first time that we went was in 2016, and only 2 athletes returned home with medals and trophies. But this time around, we had 1 boy and 4 girls coming home with medals. So that is a big achievement for the athletes and for the coaches as well. Taking the trip was indeed a very, very good experience for the athletes and the coaches. It was a good teaching experience because there are things that the coaches would like the athletes to learn, even during training sessions, that they failed to pick up, and taking them to the competition, they were able to realize, but this is what coach was asking me to do. Rockets will continue to work hard. We intend to go back to Trinidad in 2019. We're hoping that we can have the athletes qualify for some of the major championships such as Kreationz and so on. So the work has only just begun for us, just began.
So you continue driving through that elbow, maintaining that upright posture, and charge that finish line with everything that you have.
It's 10 years since my son in the club. Actually, we in the club because I always with him. That's the second time we have been to Trinidad competing in the Hampton game. This was my best experience because of my son winning a medal. I was very excited. He have been struggling, he have been working, his coach have been working very hard with him. So it was a very proud moment for both of us when he got that medal.
How does it feel to be a Rocket?
A rocket?
Yeah. Hey, that's not a Rocket? Amazing?
Great.
My daughter has been a part of Rockets for many years now. Well, the Hampton Games was a very interesting experience. For the national games, there's a focus on winning and the medals and everything else. But for the Hampton Games in particular, I realized that the focus was on the individual athletes. It was on getting them prepared to face competition, to deal with being outside of their comfort zone, to apply all the technical direction and coaching they've been getting, to focus on having the discipline to follow through with their nutrition, with their rest times and everything else that they'd been taught. So this was real world exposure to competition at an international level. And I was really impressed with the way the focus was on that rather than just on winning a medal. The club would look good, yes, but I thought the club really looked good in, how they chose to approach this.
we'd like to say thank you for your hard work and dedication, for keeping us fit and training us hard to do our very best today. And we also thank you.
We'd also like to thank you for always pushing us and having confidence in us in everything we do.
We would also like to thank you to bring us to that beautiful hotel and for the hard work and for your advice.
We would also like to thank you for the motivation and always believing in us even when we didn't believe in ourselves.
And we'd like to say a huge thank you for never giving up on us, no matter how we felt about any event, and for always pushing us to our limits.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.